Hey there, let's talk about this chart a little bit. First of all, we need to figure out if it's a day chart or a night chart. This is a night chart because if we were to draw a line from the ascendant to the descendant, we would see that the sun is below that line, which means it's a night chart. It means the person was born at night. If the sun was above that line, it would be a day chart. Now, we have been learning about the malefics. The two malefic planets are Saturn and Mars. In a night chart, Mars is the malefic that will be less difficult for you as opposed to Saturn. But in a day chart, Saturn will be the less difficult for you, and Mars will be the most difficult for you. So they reverse. The reason why is Mars is a very hot and fiery planet, and it does better at nighttime because the idea is that the nighttime cools it down, and then all the bad behavior of Mars gets calmed down. And the same applies to Saturn. Saturn is a cold planet, and therefore when it's in the hemisphere, or when it's a day chart, it's connected to the sun, and the sun will warm it up and it will be less malefic. The reason why I kind of hesitated is there's a little bit more to that, but that's the basic general idea. So we first of all see that this Mars is in the hemisphere it wants to be in. It's in a night chart. Now this Mars could be located up in, let's say, the 11th house of Aries, but it would still be the malefic of sect because the sun would still be down there in the 5th house, which means it's a night chart. It just means that its location would be above the hemisphere, but it still would be the malefic of the sect because it's a night chart. Next thing we're going to look at is that Mars is sitting in its domicile, or Mars is the Lord of Scorpio, or Mars is the ruling planet of Scorpio. Mars also rules Aries, so whatever the condition of Mars is going to affect Scorpio and Aries. In this case, it's in an environment where it feels at home because planets that are in the signs they rule feel at home and do well. But also in traditional astrology, they have assigned certain topics of houses to every planet, and Mars is assigned to the 6th house. Mars is in its joy in the 6th house. It means that Mars relates to the topics of the 6th house, and so it's happy there. So this Mars has a few good things going for it. I'm going to stop at that, but we will continue on with our studies, and we will learn about aspects, and we will add other planets in, and we will learn more about analyzing a chart. Bye.